Right, welcome back to another review. Today we got something exciting from the highly regarded German lighting company ArmyTek. They've sent me their flagship torch from the Prime range, the Prime C2 Pro Max. This series is designed for everyday carry, featuring a large central spot, wide side spill and impressive beam distance. We're going to put this torch to the test both above and, for all you regular viewers, below ground in some challenging environments. When ArmyTek asked if I want to review one of their products, the C2 Pro Max stood out for me as its advertised brightness of up to 4000 lumen and a throw of up to 260 meters, ideal for lighting up long mine drifts or distant features in vast underground chambers. And as this is one of their latest products, it'll be interesting to see how it stacks up. But why have I called this torch brilliantly complex? Well, it packs some features that are genuinely unique and incredibly useful. Once you figure them out, that is. It's not a bad thing, it's just that it has a relatively steep learning curve to master. Stick around to find out more about this. First off, let's check out what comes in the box. Of course, the most important item is the torch itself, but you'll also get a nylon pouch, a magnetic charging cable, yes, this one uses a magnetic system instead of USB, a lanyard, an adapter to allow you to use 18650 batteries, 2 spare rubber O-rings, which I've honestly never needed, but good to have, and a user manual. Now, speaking of the manual, I suggest you keep it handy because you will need it at first, especially if you're not used to ArmyTek's interface. Now, as for the manual itself, yes, it's very precise and clear, which it needs to be with this torch, and unusually for torch instructions, it even has a splash of colour. Looking at the pouch, the build quality is great. With a double loop system that allows for versatile attachments to belts or bags, and that's going to be useful underground when your gear is getting a bit roughed up. Just to note, with the lanyard, I had real trouble installing the very small ring onto the rear of the torch. In the end, it took me and my wife working together to get it in there. I don't think it's possible to do it by yourself. Luckily, once the ring is installed, you'll never have to bother with it again, as the lanyard clips in and out of the ring. Also, with the end of the torch being magnetic, the clip constantly wants to join it, something to consider to remove before attempting to charge. Okay, onto the torch itself, and as you can see, it comes with this lovely matte anodized aluminium finish. Now, I'm not going to test this myself as I don't want to damage the torch, but I've seen others test where they will apply a light scratch with something like a paperclip, and then the mark just rubs off. A thing to quickly note is that on arrival the cap is not screwed all the way shut to stop the battery drain, so remember to tighten this before the first use, as, like me, you'll look like an idiot wondering why the torch does not work until you refer to the user manual. Around the front you have the reassurance of tempered glass. At 133 grams without a battery and 203 grams with one, it comes with a reassuring weight of quality about it for a torch of this size. Allegedly, the torch can be submerged up to 10 meters for 5 hours, or drop from a height of 10 meters without any ill effects on it. Again, something I will just have to take their word on, until I do someday accidentally put that to the test, as I sometimes do. The included lanyard should help me to minimise that risk though. One feature you may not have come across before is the magnetic charging. To operate this, you first have to twist the cap a quarter of a turn to the left, and then use the included magnetic charger, which will flash orange when charging and green when its belly is full. There are other light indications for various faults, etc., but I don't feel that there is need to go into them here. Talking of filling its belly, the included battery is an unprotected ArmyTek branded cell, which some believe to be a Samsung. This is a 21700 rated at 5000 mAh. This can be removed, meaning that you can carry spare batteries for this, or use a traditional charger to recharge it. Something that people who want it to be charged quicker than the 5.5 hours it takes to charge through the magnetic system. The torch also comes with a handy adapter, allowing you to use it with 18650s once the main battery is depleted. My one concern with the magnetic system, with my particular use of the torch underground, is that it will get contaminated with grit, so I'm going to have to wash it and ensure it's grit free before attempting to charge. The torch has two operating modes, General and Advanced. Advanced giving access to more modes that the average user does not need day to day and giving you quicker access to them. So first of all, let's look at General. To access this, you hold down the orange power button and it will cycle through various modes, Firefly 1, Firefly 2, the three main modes, and then the turbo mode. By default, Turbo 2, but it will go to the turbo mode last used in advanced mode. Double clicking the button in any modes sends you to turbo mode, and double clicking again takes you back to the last used mode. So you can select the mode you want. You can then press the button to turn it off, and when you single click back on, it will come on in whichever brightness setting you selected last. If you hold the button down once powered on, the torch only cycles through its present range, such as main or Firefly. To start cycling the whole range again, you need to switch off and hold down the power button once again. Now, if you consider that what I've just described as the general mode, advanced is where it gets, for the new user, complex. But after some practice, it does get much easier to use, but I suggest the first trips out with this, you have the user manual with you to reference. So, to activate the advanced mode, you quarter turn the end cap to the left, then, whilst holding the button down, you rotate the cap back all the way to the right. The torch will then come back on in your last selected mode. From here, you're in main mode. A double click will put you in Firefly mode. If you're in turbo mode or strobe mode, 2 clicks will take you to main mode, and a further 2 clicks will put you into Firefly mode, which is what confused me for a while. From Firefly mode, 2 clicks will put you back into main, then from any mode, 3 clicks will put you into turbo, and 4 clicks into strobe. Once in these modes, holding the power button will cycle the various brightnesses within that mode. Single pressing the power button, then single pressing it back on will bring you into the last used mode. If that's not enough, you even get to control the operation of the light for the power button. Now that's flexibility. The light has 3 modes in one. You can switch its indication off in Firefly mode to really save battery. You can have it running in any state or off in any state. This is cycled by turning the torch off, quarter twisting the cap, holding the button, quarter twisting it again, and then quarter twisting it back again. So it's that time you've all been waiting for, testing both above and below ground. For above ground, we have this field and a large building to light up. I'll also be providing drone footage for this. I'll show you all modes apart from the 2 strobe modes for safety reasons, but we'll explain here that strobe 1 is 150 lumen once a second and should last for 90 hours. Strobe 2 is 4000 lumen once a second, lasting 12 hours 30 minutes, dropping to 900 lumens after 25 minutes. Strobe 3 is 4000 lumen at 10 Hz or 10 times a second. Fit inducing. It will last for 6 hours 42 minutes, dropping to 900 lumens after 4 minutes. The next mode, Firefly 1, which you're not going to be able to see in any footage above or below ground, so I've put my hand in front to show you, is 0.4 lumens and lasts for a stated 64 days. It's the same situation with Firefly 2, which is 7 lumens and should last 10 days. Onto the main light settings, where we start above and below ground tests. Main 1 comes in at 45 lumens and should give you 4 hours. Main 2 is 150 lumens and should provide 21 hours of service. And main 3 is 450 lumens and gives 6 hours 25 minutes of light. Turbo 1 is rated at 1600 lumens and should give you 3 hours of light, dropping to 900 lumens after 37 minutes. And the big daddy for this torch is 4000 lumens, giving 3 hours 4 minutes of dark blasting photons, although this will drop to 900 lumens after 2 minutes to protect from the heat, which in these modes is considerable, with the torch heating up within a minute and becoming a very handy hand warmer, as all the torches at these power levels do. In conclusion, the ArmyTek Prime C2 Pro Max is an impressive and versatile torch that offers a range of advanced features, making it ideal for both everyday use and more demanding scenarios such as underground exploration. Its robust build, magnetic charging, and ability to switch between general and advanced modes provides exceptional flexibility and durability. While its user interface may seem complex at first, with some practice it becomes second nature, and allowing you to fully leverage its advanced capabilities. Overall, this torch stands out for its combination of brightness, beam distance, and rugged design, making it a reliable companion if you need a high-performing light that will not let you down in challenging environments. If you've had any experience with the ArmyTek Prime C2 Pro Max, then please let us know about this in the comments. If the video has been useful for you, then please like and share it. If you do decide you wish to purchase one of these torches or another ArmyTek product, then you can use the code UKAMY on the website's link below to receive 15% off your purchase. It just remains for me to say thank you for watching.